And what happens is you get these guys that like hanging out. They're all rappers, and there's like maybe like 10 of them, but they're all trying to be rappers. If they really sat down on that crew and looked at, okay, maybe these two people should be rappers. Yeah. These people should be video guys. These people should be managers.
I agree exactly. I 100% agree with you. That's why there's like a D12 and like a G unit. That's why these things are so successful, is because that's like I see.
Yeah, it wasn't just like the front guy. It's like
that's not the most important thing. Is you know what I mean? It's about, it takes the whole team, because everybody wants to be the guy up front with the mic, but then who's doing all the back shit? Like nobody.
Exactly.
So then you're not gonna nobody's gonna get to the front mic with the mic now, because everybody wants to be that, but nobody wants to, but that's the way that's the mentality of people nowadays. I guess everybody always wants to be the best, but you gotta know your place. Like, Wayne Gretzky wasn't Wayne Gretzky without Yari Curry and Messier and like all these other guys that back him up. He would never been the, everybody who's great has like the team around them. Like, that's what you have to have. And you're right, nobody wants to be a team. Everybody wants to be individual.
The best move that I ever made in this whole entertainment thing was starting Eddie G TV.
Because you make so many contacts, and that's the reason, or why?
It changed everything. Because when I was just putting out music and that's the only thing I was doing, everybody I was meeting were cool on a thing. We would say hi to each other, but like a lot of rappers don't like other rappers. You know it, right?
Oh, I know that.
You know this. Studio, and when I started doing interviews, and like it was instantly a different vibe when I walked into like the hip hop shows, because how things were, and like be like, oh yeah, that's the guy that's performing at this time or whatever, and they'd be like, okay, and they'd come up and talk to you for a second or whatever. But when I started doing interviews, it was like everybody just wanted to talk to me. It was like, it was like I was not competition anymore.
That's exactly the word. I'm just sitting here the whole time waiting to tell you, like, say that word, because that's what it all comes down to. And that's
and then like somebody like in my biggest fan base right now, people that check out my stuff is rappers.
But that's because they're checking out the competition and stuff. Aside some other guys, they want to be like, oh man, if I did a video, it'd be way better than that with that AG. But honestly, I appreciate the competition edge of it. And like you said, with me having my studio, I see it. Like, I'll be there recording somebody, and they'll look on the wall and see, oh, this guy recorded here. I fucking hate that guy. I'm like, I don't know, he probably hates you too.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. Like, at the end of the day, I fuck with everybody, because I try to give people. I made my studio so everybody can have an outlet, right? And guys can come there and you can make your music. Just because like I was always having a hard time getting studios to commit, like it's so. Anyways, people all hate on each other, but at the end of the day, it comes down to competition. Even though sometimes,
but the great thing now is like, because I started that so early when other people weren't doing it. Now that other people are starting to do it, I'm not even competition with them, because I'm like that much higher than them.
Oh yeah, you're a step ahead. You're pioneer. Pioneer, like you're in the ground floor is what they call it, right? You get in the ground floor.
Yeah, exactly. I got in early. Like as soon as I seen like. I think somebody that's been super ahead of their time was Snoop Dogg when he started the GGN.
Yeah.
And I was like a rapper doing interviews. I was like, at the time I was a rapper. I was like, hey, like Snoop Dogg's doing it.
Snoop can do it. Eddie G can do it.
No, I was like how Snoop Dogg has always evolved and always been ahead of time and done shit. I was like, if Snoop Dogg's doing this right now, there might be something to this. And then I seen Be Real started one after that, and I seen a couple other rappers, like big rappers, doing it, and I was like, that might be something right there, like to kind of like.
I think for definitely social media,
and now like tons of rappers are doing their. You got Joe Budden podcast. You got Drink Champs with Nori. You got a bunch of other rappers.
I think like it's good for the outlets, and I think what it is a lot of the rappers are doing it because when them as artists themselves, they see it. There isn't the outlets. Like the outlet you give a lot of artists, like guys who are just starting out and they maybe just about to gonna do their first show and they want to do an interview, or like they're just starting to come up and this is like their first time, because this is skills you need to develop as if you ever want to like become anything successful. You definitely have to have your media. You need to be comfortable in front of the camera, and even just doing it. I remember when I first did my first Eddie G interview, I was like, that's just dope, because it's like something different you never did. It helps you grow. Anything that helps me grow, I appreciate that. And like you like it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's what makes you better. That's what helps you strive to get to the next level. And like whether it's this, like I've seen you like how serious you get about this and how you're always saying, oh, I got to figure out a way to make it to the next level, to the next step. You separate yourself from that guy that's here, and that's what it's all about. It's a competition, just like with the hip hop. You got to be the best. It doesn't mean you hate everybody else. It just means that you want it to be better. That's the best way to be.
I think it's crazy when people look at like the people like in their city as a competition. Like I'll look at it as like other people that do podcasts. So like I'll look at like I'm a fan of the Joe Budden podcast, but I watch that and I see what I like from it, and I see what I don't like from it, and I learn from that, and I look at other interviewers. Like I look at like Angie Martinez, Sway. I looked at all the stuff they were doing over time, and I'm like, okay, I learned from them, and I see what I don't like from them, and they're all competition.
100%. That's
like how you gonna be the best basketball player now if you don't look at LeBron as competition?
well, this is exact
right.
Like all these people that are the best in these fields. For one, they all watch each other, and for two, the people who are the best in their fields have generally been taught by somebody.
Yeah.
So like that's what's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? It's just like even with the sheet metal, the 10 life, it's apprenticeship. I mean, like I got a guy who comes works with me, and I show him how to do this. That's how he learns. That's how eventually I'm sure he's like, I'm gonna be better than him. Like whatever. But you got to learn and grow, and that's how you never stop growing. And